Okay, we're back. Belated video, but in this video I'm going to do something a little different and I'm going to be dropping source from the questions that you guys have been asking around refined zones, non-refined zones, what are the few mechanics that go into my setup, etc., etc. But I thought, well, going into the new market, I will drop an outlook video today as well. However, without further ado, I'm just going to use this trade as an example, this GU trade, the one that I didn't actually take on Friday, but wish I did take anyways. It followed all of the mechanics really, really nicely, and I'm just going to go into how I took the trade. Anyways, let me just remove all of these for you guys. Anyways, hop into, wait, we'll go into replay mode before. Yeah, we'll just hop here. So, higher time frames. I wanted price, I already said this before, but I wanted price to come and target this. This was a main target for me. I wanted to short into this area. Obviously, I couldn't catch shorts. It was right bias and everything, but it just didn't hit any zones that I was willing to take off of. Regardless, hit this zone, grab the liquidity, and then headed back up. And we reversed from it. We didn't get a closure below. Not on the 4 hour, 2 hour. I don't even think the 1 hour did. Yeah, even the 1 hour didn't get closure below. So, regardless, I saw this, and I saw this happen during Asia. Well, like New York PM Asia, right? And whilst that happened, we created our zone. So we had our zone form here. Now let's get into the refined versus non-refined zones. So, a refined zone, right? I'll get this drawn out here. A refined zone, turn the magnet off, would be, let's try and find a refined zone. So say this. This would never be, I would never take a zone like this, but this would be a refined zone here. Wait, can I have the brush? This right here would be a refined zone. This bullish candle, right? The reason being, I need to try and zoom in as much as possible on this so I can help you guys. The reason this is a refined zone is because the next candle afterwards, this candle, right? Let's get the drawings off. Didn't close below this one's wick. That's what a refined zone is. So instead of using the full zone here, right, I would now go to the body where price closed. Simply because this is my reasoning behind it. So you can say what you like. But it just like, I find it very clear that if the next candle was not strong enough, sorry, to fill these orders, right? It means that it was still bullish here off of this candle. There wasn't enough bearish orders to flow through here, meaning these orders are clearly not strong enough, right? It just means it was not able to hold, and neither were these. This was not strong enough to push past, meaning there was not enough sellers or orders filled that make it worth me taking an entry off of this wick. I'm trying to how could I explain this better? I'm hoping you guys are keeping up with me, but like if the orders after this is like really this is just personal from what I've found, refined versus non-refined. If these orders are not able to fill past this wick, what makes you think the orders coming back up are able to collect anything within this wick? If not even this next candle could, right? So when it does come back up, price does come back up into this wick zone, right? What makes you think it's going to flip off of this? Obviously, this isn't a valid zone, so like, forget about this. Don't worry about all of that. But regardless, if this next candle here could not even do that, what makes you think when coming back up towards our zone, price is going to reject off of it? You're just leaving RR on the table. You're leaving 3%, like 3% gain. So look, say you took this right here, you went off the refined. Fucking hell. Went off the refined. And let's just say you targeted these bodies, right? You got a 2.9. It's a 2.19. It's still okay, right? But let's say you understand how refined and non-refined zones work, and you move from here up to here, your R&R has almost doubled. Because now you understand how the market works. You understand if orders cannot be filled here, and they can't, then like the orders from this candle, sorry, the orders from this candle, why is this fucking magnet on? Are not strong enough to push past this wick. These orders cannot push past this wick, meaning the bearish order flow, the flip-in orders that we are now going to be using in our bias off of a zone, right? That's what a demand zone is. That's what a supply zone is. It's a strong buildup of orders that we want to be filled on our entry and move with the institutions. What makes you think that if this candle cannot push past this wick, that when price comes down, forms market structure, comes back up, hits it, what makes you think it's going to reject off of here and give you wick entry here? It's not. There's not enough orders in this wick. This wick was clearly not strong enough, and neither was that. Neither was the candle after it. So it's going to most likely push into the bodies before coming back down. I hope that makes sense. I'm not sure how else to explain it. All it is identifying the orders and where the orders are likely to be filled, where it's stronger, etc., etc. I feel like I explained that pretty well. If not, do comment. I'll try and explain any further. All right, here we've got another example. This is the zone that I did take. I took this, the non-refined, because as you can see, this right here, the wick, this candle closed above it, showing strong bullish from here, which means orders were strong from our position. Didn't close below the wick or below the body, it closed above. Simple, right? So, therefore, in this position, I would have used the non-refined zone as such here. Get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? Anyways, after the zone is formed, obviously I also made a video on this on TikTok, I believe, looking for that 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3 candles in the opposite direction from where your zone is formed. That's just key basics. As well as that, you want to break a structure. So whether it's internal, I usually use this. My friend who also trades similar to how I do, he likes external breaks. So for example, this to be broken. This does get broken later on, which is still a strong confluence. But honestly, most of my zones, as long as we get like a closure above the leg down from, so the leg down to create our zone, right? This leg down here, form the zone. As long as that little leg here, this down before the up, as long as that gets closed above, I'm happy to take the zone. Right? Obviously, there's other confluences that I want. And when you do get a stronger market structure shift, an MSS, that's ICT concept right there, from something like here, obviously you get more conviction. But in reality, I hardly use that. Anyways, then you want inducement. So we've got inducement here. This is just a lot of orders, like not an order block. I don't want to say order block because then you guys are gonna get it like confused with ICT's order block, but that's an order block. Like there's just a block of orders here. It's just like combat, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. That's what an order block is, in my opinion. That's what a good amount of orders would look like. If you were to go onto Bookmap, obviously you're not going to find a currency on Bookmap, but the equivalent of Bookmap that people use to find the heat, like not heat signatures, but like the red and the yellow of where majority of orders are. If you were to pull that up, I guarantee this is a strong as fuck zone. So when price comes down to collect all of this, that's a lot of orders filled before coming to our zone. That's also what you want to look for. You want a lot of orders to be getting filled towards our zone, meaning when it hits our zone, there is nothing that could fucking stop it from running through your zone. Nothing. There's no liquidity below it. It fucking bleh. That's why this here. What the fuck's it got below? That's why I really like this. We just swept major liquidity. Anyways. Oh. going into it. So we start coming into London here. Wick down, past all of this. This is what gave me so much more conviction, by the way. I didn't have a fucking limit order set. Anyways, we came down near our zone. Huge rejection before hitting our zone. Leaving, yeah, wait, sorry, let me have some water. I feel like I've been talking for ages. Yeah, that's what you get for dropping sauce in a video. This, I guarantee, watch this video, you'll be profitable. I'm kidding, but regardless, comes down near our zone and flips, right? If you went to the lower time frame, we probably even broke structure somewhere. Yeah, look, boom, broke here. 1 minute came down, went back up, created high and low, broke that. It's simple shit, you know? Anyways, back into the 15 where our zone was here. Look, comes down, creates a huge wick after sweeping my type of order block, I guess you could say. Swept this order block. Look, came through, price came through. Sweep. Oh, I don't want to close outside that. There's a lot of orders pushing me back out. Anyways, there's so much that goes into this strategy. Like, you can find so many confluences just from your basic, not basic, but like standard market knowledge that you have from just spending hours on the charts. This is like, yeah, anyways. So, regardless, this is optimally where you want to put your entry. Right here. So look, good entry there. I think price ends up flipping and going back up first, but regardless, comes back up. Change a character. This is another ICT confluence. Obviously, I didn't create any of this, but you got change a character here, just showing more and more bullish order flow. Like, I can't even stress it enough. So look, comes down, rejects our zone after filling all of these orders from this. No, it's like, I can't say order block because this isn't an order block, realistically. But it runs through this order block, just let's say block of orders, right? Price runs through it, rejects. We never get a closure outside of it. Look, no closure outside of it because price doesn't want to leave it. It's strong orders. We push through. We don't even need to tap our zone before reversing. A lot of people would see this and be like, oh, the zone's invalidated. The zone's invalidated once it's been fucking tapped, right? This is not invalidated. So, because none of these orders have been filled, right? Before it changed and turned bullish. None of these orders at the bottom of it have been filled. So, it's showing bullish order flow because it didn't need to collect those before turning bullish. And it still decided to go bullish. But we didn't get break above the wicks. We're going to change a character, showing that it's probably going to come down. It's bullish, don't get me wrong, it's bullish, but it's going to come back down before launching to TP. Anyways, you can see, boom, just target the highs, stops at the lows, just at the bottom of the zone, whatever. Then come down, down, and bottom wick entry. Let's see what it runs up to. Honestly, by the way, with TP, this is a safe fucking bet. You could, honestly, this was on Friday. If I took this on like a Tuesday or something, I would fucking hold till like here, bro. I'd like, you can say it's confident or whatever, and it's like, you're not gonna bottom wick, but like, if you truly understand the market, think about it. What the fuck is stopping it from going there? Oh, well, you can say we smashed TP. Anyways, on the 4 hour, but what's stopping it here? Just sell orders? Just sell orders? From what? Up the top here? You think sell orders from up the top here are going to stop anything from moving through? No. Once it hits here, maybe it'll stop at this zone. But before that, the fuck, nothing is going to stop it. You could take a swing trade and leave partials running to up here if it was on a Tuesday that you took this trade. But realistically, well, let's just say you took it to this hourly zone, 1 to 17. Valid as fuck in my books. Anyways, it's just because it just swept these lows, did not get any closure below. It's just inverse this fair value. Well, it's closed above the CE, the consummate encroachment, the middle of it. That's ICT as well. These are just sell orders. That is not going to like, yeah, it'll slow price down a little bit. Maybe price won't shoot up through like the way it shot down. But I guarantee it'll end up hitting around here. Because there's nothing stopping it. Around after this fair value gap, then yeah, you start to get all these little orders in the mix here or whatever. So you could target that. Target that or the top of the fair value gap. Regardless, if you just target here, it's not going to shoot in 2 candles like this did. But those 2 candles should indicate there is no liquidity to the left that is going to slow you down after we have just swept these orders right here. It's that basic. It is that basic to understand the market. Like, anyways, you can see we got our entry. Let's just plug this up here. I don't know if we do hit that, but if you held it over a multiple day period, then yeah. Anyways, look, just target London highs. We got our wick entry. Yay, yay. Must I say more? Fuck it, it's shot. Anyways, look at that. Just an easy target. London highs. Taps us in. All the way up. TP smacked. Bang. Now, let's see. Okay, well, this is over the weekend, so if you just held it maybe over a day, we're here. Like, is that hard? Is it really that hard? I'm not saying hold to a 1 to 20, don't get me wrong. Go safe, hold London highs. But that's how easy it is understanding the market. I promise you, like, yeah, this is A+, but just find one thing. So the first thing I saw was a 4-hour sweep. After the 4-hour sweep, no closure below. We reject. We break highs. We come down, form our zone, break those highs again. Come down. Well, sorry, break those highs, form a block of orders that you can see here. Break highs, come down. Don't tap our zone. Don't mitigate our zone. Don't invalidate our zone. Leave liquidity before our zone, showing a bullish flip. After we leave liquidity, we come up, give a change of character. Bullish, showing bullish order flow. Come back down, sweep that little bit of inducement, those last few orders, so that there is nothing that can be swept below our zone. Collect those, boom, TP. GG, it's a good game, done. Trades over. This was such a clean trade. Such a clean trade. Yeah, it's only a 1 to 5. Like, yeah, we've hit better than that, but mechanically wise, this video right here, if you've sat through to now, put this, just backtest it. Backtest it. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Use this, tell me I'm wrong. You can't. I prove it week in, week out. Screenshots. You're like, yeah, like Power gets top week entries and it's clean reversals on the 1 minute chart. Can Power catch reversals for multiple days? No. Like, yeah, I'm telling you, it's just something that I've, like, obviously it's supply and demand, right? That's what it's based off of. But I've put together a lot of different things, a lot of different rules to form what I have. Well, sorry, me and my friend, I can't disregard my mate. He has low-key dropped me on so much sauce with this because he's put in hours as well. Probably more than I have. But regardless, like, Powell's not catching multiple day moves. He's not calling it. He's a good trader. I would never shit on him, by the way. He's a god, right? But Regardless, this strategy, it's something else. Honestly, I'm blessing you guys if you've watched all the way through to here. Anyways, that was 20 minutes, so I'll wrap it up. I'm gonna get market outlook as well. I'm gonna take a shit now because I just had a coffee. Um, Coffee and yeah, nicotine shit. So we need to go to the toilet. I'll do a market outlook soon. Yeah, just use this strategy. I swear on my life, backtest it. If you find something wrong, send me a message. I will tell you what went wrong with that. It's easy fixes. Just spend time in the market. Anyways, this is the most source you'll get anywhere. So thank you for watching.